Hello, Terry here, and today we're going to Play Dead. This is, well, it's not, it is a horror visual novel, but more of a mystery horror? Yeah, that's how you say it. Like Scooby-Doo, like that. I mean, there's Scoobs right there, there's a dog, and 4 people. Just like Scooby-Doo. So this is Play Dead episode 1. I have actually played it a long time ago, but that was version not 0, version 1. No, this is version 2. With a new updated look that makes my computer lagging. It has been a while since I play a game that could make my computer like this. I know it's a low spec computer, but I've been avoiding high spec game by playing visual novels, which are mostly doesn't really demanding. But this one, it does it. I have to reduce my FPS value from 23 to 20 FPS, and I mean it's, as you can see, it's kinda having a low frame right now because of I'm trying to record it. Well, here's hoping that it will not lag for the whole game. Either way, this is episode 1. As I said before, I've already actually played it, but decided to replay the game since it's a new version and there's episode 2 coming out. That's why. So enough chit chat, let's play that, shall we? Start.
I told you we should have checked the oil before we left.
See, it's an excellent visual novel. There's voice acting, there's excellent art, and look at the UI, they have updated it. I don't remember seeing speakers, is that what you call it in English? Speakers in the previous version. It looks nice.
It's not the oil, it's the radiator, jackass.
Okay. And there they are.
If you know so much about cars, then why don't you fix it?
Uh-huh.
Do I look like a fucking mechanic to you?
Uh-huh. So, meet 2 of our mystery gang member. I don't remember their name, unfortunately.
Well, with all those tattoos.
Uh-huh.
You leave my tattoos out of this, or I swear to God, I will shave your dumb shit hipster beard in your sleep.
Oh, poor guy. Well, everyone is fighting. This person is just panicking. That's because they actually have to attend a concert. They're a band. They're going to play music, but they can't because their car busted. And now they're stuck here.
You wouldn't dare.
Indeed. Who would dare to shave your bird?
Try me.
Uh-huh. I absolutely swung my baseball cap around to face backward, ignoring my bandmates bickering as I walked down the crumbling road, holding my phone in the air in search of a modicum of cell service. Brian and Savannah had been at it for the better part of 20 minutes while staring at the streaming mess of mechanism under the hood of our van. It's not an old van, per se, but it is a new either, and it's taken a beating from being dragged all over the country by a quartet of irresponsible 20-somethings. And I must say, it didn't really demanding on the game itself, it's just very demanding on the title screen. Oh, before I get too far into this, hi, I'm Corey. And I'm in a pop-punk band called Stop Thief. Hello, Corey. Nice to meet you. Uh-huh. We're what you have might call up and coming, which means we are super broke and basically homeless. Hey! And our families question our life choice a lot. But sometimes people say they like our music and it makes us happy. Oh, yeah, I kinda relate to you guys. Lovely. Anyways, we were called something else originally, but then this whole thing happened. Ever since, life on the road has been weird, to put it mildly. I mean, you all look happy, so nothing wrong with living your life, right? And is that flash that I see there? That's a dope. Why is a dope there? I finally stopped about 100 feet up the road, taking in our surroundings. There were woods to one side with large pine trees looming over the raking pavement, and a deep ravine to the other. Fog was setting over a valley, obscuring the mountains in the distance. I thought we were somewhere in West Virginia, Mountain Mama. But I'd been in the middle of a pretty great nap when the van broke down. So I wasn't sure, alright? I didn't see any road signs around to confirm or deny my suspicion, and Google Maps is pretty useless without a cell tower nearby. I mean, you can ask your friend who drives the car. It was then that I realized something was off. There were only 3 of us standing on the side of the road like idiots, not 4. Yep, the 4th member. The sweet person.
Hey, guys.
Caleb.
Where's Caleb?
Yeah, it's Caleb. Savannah and Brian hit pause on their argument.
I thought he was in the van.
Haha. She walked around the van, flinging open the sliding door and poking her head inside.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
He ran off somewhere.
Indeed he is. Brian sighed, scratching his beard.
There's probably bears or something in these woods.
No, don't jinx it. Unfortunately, there's no bears in these woods. Unfortunately, there's something else. Savannah had now climbed into the van and was frantically searching under seats and behind suitcases, muttering curses.
We should probably look for him.
No, I don't think you need to.
Hey, Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any flashlights in there. I think I stashed 1 or 2 in that box behind the back seat.
Grab those flashlights.
Look at you, thinking ahead.
Indeed. I began crawling into the van to help Savannah.
Well, someone has to be the adult supervision here.
I mean, hey, you can blame them. They're all people in their 20s. Or even 30s, or even 40s. Even adult people sometimes act like kids, which is okay. Brian only grunted in response, thankfully not commenting on the fact that he was, in fact, older than me. just as I pulled the second of 2 flashlights out of the cardboard buried under Caleb's guitar case, there was a scream and a loud thud of something hitting the fan from outside. Hello, Caleb? Oh no, Brian. Savannah and I rush out to find Brian sitting on the ground next to the tire.
Fucking shit, Caleb! Don't sneak up on me like that!
Okay. I was going to laugh because I know that is Caleb sneaking on Brian, but Brian, voice actor, just amplify my laugh even further. Very nice. Uh-huh. Caleb, who was standing over him with a mildly startled look, started to laugh.
Man, you're really trying high. Were you trying to get over the hood of the van?
Okay, Caleb, okay.
Never mind him. Where were you?
Uh-huh.
You can't just run off like that. Who knows what's out there?
Well, Caleb knows what's out there.
Okay, yeah, but I found something
see?
cool.
What is it? It is worth noting that Savannah, despite having pretty much everyone, especially Brian, has a weirdly siblingy affection for Caleb that she has for no one else. Ah, okay. I'm guessing it's just because they grew up together, but also... That's kinda obvious. But also, I've met kindergarteners with a higher degree of maturity and impulse control than Caleb, so someone has to watch out for him. No, Caleb. Yeah, well, every human are different.
Oh yeah? Where?
Mm-hmm.
In the woods.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
No.
we're not going in there.
Why are we not going in there, Brian? Are you afraid? By the way, I must comment on Savannah's day too. It's very cool, you know.
It's a house though. There might be
Ooh,
people that will
house.
ask for help.
Sure. Brian, Savannah, and I exchanged looks.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Uh-huh. Is it?
Is it though?
Yeah, Brian, is it? Thank you for saying that. I totally didn't remember that dialogue, so that's a good coincidence. I sighed and began following Caleb into the forest, clicking on a flashlight.
Just come on.
We wandered through the sparse underbrush, something I chalked up to the thick tree cover. I was just reaching dusk outside of the woods, but inside it might as well have been midnight. I wouldn't have been able to see 5 feet in front of my face without a flashlight. Wait, Caleb is so brave, like just going forward alone and find that house then. Because this place is so dark. It was also strangely quiet. No animal cries, no insect buzzing, no leaves rustling. Even our footsteps were muffled by a soft greenish-brown moss that coated the ground. You sure there's no sound at all? I mean, do you hear that bird over there, like cuckoo, 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 cuckoo? Yeah, that bird. That's obviously an in-game sound, not me. All right, let's continue.
This is eerie as shit. We should go back.
Uh-huh.
What? Are you scared?
Yeah, Brian is just the type that doesn't die first in the horror movie, isn't it?
Yes, as a matter of
Mm-hmm.
fact, I am. You probably should be too.
Yeah,
We're almost there.
almost. But almost, eh? Let's see. Oh, pretty much as soon as he said it, a structure came into view. It was a log cabin home, 2 stories with a front porch and what looked like the remnants of a driveway leading up to it. There were no lights on inside. Interesting.
Who puts a houseway out here anyway?
I don't know, man. The land is kind of cheap and the taxes were quite small. So a man gotta get a house.
Someone who doesn't want to be bothered, probably.
Uh-huh.
Then maybe, I don't know, we shouldn't bother them?
Mm-hmm.
And what? Hitchhike to the nearest town?
You cool. I mean, you don't know what kind of person is in there. Even if it isn't a ghost, it's probably someone who doesn't want to be bothered and have a gun.
I'd rather
Just
take my
saying.
chances with that.
Yep.
Are you sure there's even someone in there? It looks pretty abandoned.
Ah.
Yeah, I definitely saw someone moving around through the window.
What? Before any of before any of us could protest, you just knock, eh, Caleb? Caleb had jogged up the porch and was knocking on the door. When he got no response, he knocked harder.
Hey, anyone home?
Yeah?
Caleb, stop that. You're gonna get us.
Ooh. Brian abruptly fell silent when the door swung open with a creak. We peered inside the dark, empty room beyond.
Huh. I guess it was open.
Ah, indeed.
It doesn't look like anyone's home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're upstairs. Come on.
No. Not a good idea. Caleb. He waltzed through the door with no hesitation whatsoever. Imagine me if I live in this kind of house and I was recording on the second floor and then suddenly 4 people just appears in my room. That will be shocking, terrifying.
Caleb!
Uh-huh.
You can't just wander into other people's houses!
Yep.
The door was open.
The door was open. Oh, okay. He quickly disappeared from sight in the dark house. The remaining 3 of us let out a collective groan and followed him inside. Let's see. Oh,
I really don't think anyone's home.
uh-huh. Savannah ran her finger through the thick coating of dust on a nearby bookshelf. The place smelled musty with notes of what. There's background music, isn't it? I just don't really hear it. Quick, quietly. Wait. Should I increase the volume? Nah. The place smelled musty with notes of wallpaper and roadkill.
Then why is there still so much stuff here? It looks like someone left all of a sudden.
Yeah. I wandered into the kitchen. Oh, food! Yum yum. Ew.
What?
What? Brian walked up behind me. Food, Brian. That's what.
No.
What? Why are all of you hate the food? Ah, looking tasty. On the table was something that looked like it had once been a bowl of fruit, that had since decomposed into a pile of dusty goop. There were a handful of dead flies around it.
What do you
Ooh.
think happened to the people that lived here?
Flies, extra crunchy. Yum yum, crunch crunch. I don't know, Savannah. Savannah entered the kitchen and began to open cabinets. She wrinkled her nose as she peered into one below the counter.
Ugh, gross. Dead rat.
Ooh, snacks. Ew, actually I don't want to. She then made a movement as if to smack a fly on her arm, but looked confused when she pulled her hand away and nothing was there. Must have missed it. Could it? I don't know. She shut the cabinet, then flung it open again, looking inside.
What the?
Uh-huh. What?
I thought I heard something. And the rat's gone.
The rat's gone? Probably it's still alive?
The dead one?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I thought it was dead.
Ooh.
It was skin and bones and wasn't moving.
Are you sure?
Maybe it was napping?
Maybe. Could be. Napping while missing its bone and limbs.
I guess?
Uh-huh.
I feel like this is the part where we find a body, like a human one.
Nah, that... Psh, Brian, come on, don't jinx stuff. That's
Please don't
impossible.
say that.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm just being...
Being what? See? Brian was cut off by a sharp scream and a thump from upstairs. We exchanged panicked look before scrambling up the stairs to where we heard Caleb's yell. Hello? We rushed into the bathroom, fist up, where Caleb was sitting on the floor and staring wide-eyed at something. Ooh, at something.
What is it? What happened?
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Brian suddenly took a step backwards, pointing to something on the end of the bed.
What the hell is that?
Bone, what else?
I think it's a dog.
Oh, poor soul.
Or it was.
It was? Oh. The pile of bones curled up on the end of the bed was vaguely canine shape and still had a bit of dried, dusty skin sticking into it. Oh. This is what happened to your Minecraft dog if you left them alone for a long time, you know. So go check your Minecraft dog right now. And also, this is perfectly a Minecraft situation because the bed is red, classic Minecraft color. There was a dark stain on the blanket underneath it, and a faded red color hung around its skeletal neck.
Do you think it just got left behind?
What else? At this point, Caleb had recovered as well and was standing back up and wandering closer to the creature.
Well, don't touch it.
Come on, Savannah.
But that's kind of
Yeah.
sad, isn't it? Little guy must be waiting for his master to come home.
A long time.
Okay, yes, it's sad. Can we please leave now?
Can we please leave now?
Obviously, we're not getting any help from this place.
Yeah, we're just getting scary vibes from this place right now.
Yeah. For once, I actually think Brian's right.
Let's go. As Savannah, Brian, and I began to file out of the room, I glanced back at Caleb, who didn't appear to be following.
Caleb, you coming?
A little bit more.
Huh?
Oh yeah, sure. He quickly spun around to face me and began to follow. I thought I saw him shove something in his pocket, but didn't think anything of it at the time. Brian, that was a mistake. What did you take? We paraded back down the stairs and re-entered the living room, where nothing is living except the four of you.
This place is super weird.
Yeah. Yes. Savannah shuffled her feet on the dingy carpet. It was a little too soft in a squishy rot kind of way. Ew.
I think weird is an understatement.
Uh-huh.
Let's just go back to the van.
Let's go then. We began walking towards the door. Suddenly it slammed shut, blocking our escape road.
What the fuck?
I don't know, Corey. A strong... Ooh. A strong wind picked up in the room, blowing dust and loose decor everywhere. A strange noise could be heard behind the gate. It sounded like barking.
What the hell is this?
Wind? Or maybe supernatural stuff? I don't know. Your pick. Your choice. Savannah yelled over the wind, shielding her face from flying debris.
How should I know? Shit!
Uh-huh. My baseball cap blew off my head and joined the items swirling about the room. I grabbed at it but missed. Oh. Instead, it flew in a different direction and hovered above the floor. As the wind died down, something else slowly came into focus where the hat was hovering. Hello there, aww. It was somewhat transparent, appeared to be a pale bluish color, and had 4 paws, a wagging tail, and a muzzle wrapped around the bill of the cap. Aw, that's a very cute cat.
Is that a dog?
No, that's obviously a cat.
I think it was a dog.
See, now it's a cat. Yeah, I'm just kidding, it's a ghost dog. I remained still, wide-eyed gaze fixed into the incorporeal canine.
You did not.
Did not what?
Just take my hat.
Uh-huh. The dog wagged its tail a little harder off. I pointed at the ground.
Drop it. Now.
You're picking fight with a ghost dog, Corey. The dog crouched down in a playful stance.
I mean it, Mutt. Drop the hat.
Uh-huh. I took a step forward. The dog hopped side to side a bit, tail wagging. Oh, so fast it was a little more than a blur. Oh. With a war cry, I launched myself at the dog, who deftly leaped out of the way and took off running with my hat. Oh, hey, that's a cute pig statue. You should probably take that too.
Stop, thief!
Now I know this seems like a little bit of a reaction for a hat, but, well, first of all, it was my favorite hat. It is well worn to the point that there are tears swarming around the edge of the bill, which I didn't want, except her baited by ghost dog slobber. Second, the hat is just my thing. I feel naked without it. It's a long story, don't ask questions, okay?
Should we stop him?
Nah, he's fine. And either way, you soon have something more troublesome on your way. Brian tried to follow the movement as the dog quite literally flew past him with me close behind.
I don't really know what to do. There's not exactly a precedent for the situation.
Yep. I made a dive for the dog and nearly crashed into a coffee table. Khaled, meanwhile, was laughing gleefully at the display. I finally managed to corner the Mutt in the kitchen against the cabinets. It hopped back and forth playfully, wagging its tail again. And I made a grab for it, and the dog jumped right behind through me. Bye! Honestly, I don't know what else I expected. The good news is that the hat was in fact a physical object that existed in our reality and did not pass through with the dog. Instead, it harmlessly smacked me in the chest before falling to the ground. I snatched it up before the Mutt could make it back and ran back to the living room.
Alright, crisis
Uh-huh.
averted. Let's get out of here before I
Yep.
have to process what just happened.
I don't think so. I made a beeline for the door, grabbed the handle, tried to turn it, and couldn't. I tried jiggling it again and then tried to turn the lock. It wouldn't budge.
Oh, come on!
Uh-huh. Yep. There's a bigger problem coming. Savan appeared out at the window, squinting a bit.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
don't look now, but I think someone just came home.
Oh no. Completely disregarding her advice, we all gathered around the living room window where an ancient pickup truck had just appeared in the driveway. Its back fender appeared to have rusted off, and there was a large crack in the windshield. A figure was getting out of it, though it was hard to make out any details in the dark.
What do we do? We can't just stay here.
Well, the door's locked, so I don't know where you expect us to go.
Well, hi. I said this despite frantically searching for an exit myself. Then there was the sound of a key entering the lock from the outside, and we all froze. Hello. Oh no. I'm not sure I will describe the thing that entered the house as human. Exactly. It might have been once, but now not so much. Mushrooms, eh? It resembled an old man but sported dry, grey skin pulled tightly over bones, and was covered in dirt and fungus. Its clothes, meanwhile, were rot to the point that they were practically fused to the skin. Most noticeably, the thing was missing most of the left half of its face, a hole filled with black slime and mushroom taking its place. The remaining eye socket was dark and empty, and a powerful stench of rot and decay emanated from the creature. None of us moved, none of us even breathed. The presumably undead man shuffled into the house, a hoarse whistle escaping its dried lips. Okay. I noticed the ghost dog was still around, albeit cowering under a table with its tail tucked between its legs. Oh, you're afraid of this zombie? The mushroom-covered zombie shuffled towards the kitchen, leaving the door open behind him. I gave Savannah, Brian, and Caleb a meaningful look, indicating the door. They all nodded slightly, also trying not to make any sudden moves. I put up 3 fingers and began counting down. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! The undead creature suddenly turned with a surprising speed, lunging into our direction with a raspy howl. Oh, you go, Savannah! Savannah, ever the quickest on her feet, smashed a vase over its head, knocking it off balance long enough for the 4 of us to make it out the door in what felt like one giant leap. That was fast. We hit the porch and proceeded to crash through the woods, stumbling over tree roots and kicking up clumps of moss along the way. Finally, we erupted back out onto the road, the van still sitting right where we left it. Alright. Savannah panned as she spun around, scanning the trees.
What the actual fuck was that?
I don't know.
I don't know. But mushrooms are now completely off the table as a pizza topping.
Alright, hurry. I leaned over with my hands on my knees to catch my breath.
Let's just get back in the van.
But how do you fix it?
What? Our van that doesn't go anywhere?
Uh-huh.
That thing comes out here.
Yes.
Do you have a better idea?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Start walking?
To where?
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know where we are?
Not at all.
Pennsylvania? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. That inspires confidence.
Guys? Look.
Oh my, what is it, Caleb? He pointed down the road where 2 pinpricks of light were visible and growing larger.
Oh God. What if it's that rusty pickup?
Uh-huh.
It could be that monster.
Well, it could be. But it's not. As the vehicle got closer, it turned out that it was, in fact, a pickup truck, but a much newer one than the dilapidated jalopy in the woods, see? The driver was a stocky bearded 30-something with a wad of chewing tobacco under his lip, and not only stopped, but offered to take a look at our van after Caleb ignored Brian's protest and waved him down. Alright, Caleb. As he poked around under the hood, we were informed that we were a few miles outside of Wheeling, West Virginia, which was admittedly fairly close to the Pennsylvania border.
It ain't your radiator. It's this belt came loose.
Oh, okay, thank you. The man pointed at the innards of the van as if any of us knew what we were looking at.
Let me get some tools out of my truck. I'll get you fixed up.
Thank you. We breathed a collective sigh of relief and agreed to stop in town and blow what little money we had on a couple of hotel rooms for the night. The man chatted idly as he worked on the van.
It's probably best you don't hang around these parts anyway.
Oh, what is it?
There's a legend about this mountain.
Ah.
Says that this forest don't like things living in it, especially people. And anyone that tries, well, they wind up cursed, existing in a state between life and death.
So that mushroom person tries to live there, but then gets cursed. He paused, scratching his beard with a greasy hand.
That's the
Uh-huh.
wives' tale, anyway.
Anyway, eh? Okay.
Try not to lollygag around here myself.
The man was true to his word and had the fan up running in about half an hour. Brian almost cried, I think. He let us follow him to the city, and I almost cried when my phone started picking up service again. Finally, we pulled up to a cheap motel, which, believe it or not, is better than sleeping in a fan. And I, for one, was exhausted. That was when we heard a soft woof from the back of the van. Savannah, Brian, and I turned around in our seat to face Caleb, who appeared to be trying to hide something behind him.
Caleb, what do you have?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Mhm.
What would make you think there was anything hiding behind my back right now?
Caleb, do not make me come back there.
Uh-huh.
No, really, it's nothing. Completely insubstantial, I assure you.
Alright, Caleb, alright, I'll trust you. Let's ignore that, Corey. Let's just drive to the motel, right? Before I could respond, the thing behind Caleb's back revealed itself by passing right through his chest and jumping up onto the floor next to Brian. Uh-huh. The ghost dog looked at Savannah and I and let out a short bark, wagging its tail. My reaction was slow. One moment I was staring dumbfoundedly at the dog, and the next I was shouting incoherently, pointing in its general direction while frantically waving my other arm.
Why? How?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that thing doing here?
Caleb, what did you take?
Well,
Uh-huh.
I think it's probably because I took this.
What is it? Ah! Caleb held up a faded red collar.
It must have been what was keeping him trapped at the house.
Okay. Now you're freeing the dog.
Why would you take that with you?
I mean, it's a cute dog.
I don't know, I just
Mhm.
do things sometimes. You know that.
You know that?
That doesn't mean you can just steal things from haunted houses.
Oh, wait.
Or any houses.
Yeah, you cannot steal things. Come on, Caleb. What's wrong with you?
Okay, well, unless you want to take it back.
Okay. Nah. That's cool.
Oh, fuck no.
No.
We're not going back there.
Then I can keep him?
Yeah, sure, why not then?
Keep what? No, absolutely
Mhm.
not. We're not keeping a ghost dog.
Mm-hmm.
But where else is he going to go?
Yeah, come on. Are you that evil, Corey? He gestured towards the dog, who had a ghostly blue tongue, lolling out one of inside its mouth.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Drop him off at the animal shelter or something?
I don't think that's possible.
Savannah, will you please talk some sense into him?
Savannah, meanwhile, was rubbing her chin, giving the dog a strange look.
Well, it's not like we have to feed it or anything.
That's right.
Or let it out. I mean, it is dead.
Yeah. Caleb's face lit up while mine sunk.
Brian, what about...
Uh-huh.
Brian?
Yeah. See you later, Brian. Brian was passed out in the seat next to the dog. Turns out he fainted as soon as he saw it. I pointed at our unconscious bases.
I feel like that counts as a no from him.
Yeah.
His opinion doesn't matter even when he's awake.
Doesn't matter, eh?
Stupid
Okay.
dog.
Oh, yeah, just let Caleb keep the dog.
I'll take good care of him.
Yeah.
Caleb, do you remember that caterpillar you picked up
Mhm.
and wanted to keep as a pet on the last tour?
What happened to the caterpillar?
Sort of?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what happened to it?
What happened?
It turned into a butterfly?
Yeah.
No. You accidentally sat on it.
But this is a ghost dog and it cannot... there's nothing wrong could happen to it.
Oh, that caterpillar.
Ah.
Yes, the
Mhm.
one that's dead now. And also the reason you shouldn't have pets.
Uh-huh.
But he's already dead.
Yeah.
Don't make it worse.
Yeah, he cannot make it worse. The dog yawned and lay down on the floor of the van.
I'm sure there's a way.
Oh, knock it off. We're keeping
Mhm.
the dog for now.
Okay, let's go. Savannah finally shut the van off and moved to get out.
Let's get some sleep already. I'm beat.
Yes.
What? Why do you get to decide?
Because I have all our money and the keys to the van. So you don't have a lot of leverage.
Yeah, my voice is more than all of you. As she slid out of the driver's seat and into the parking lot, I opened my mouth to retort, then shut it again, climbed out of the van and followed her to check-in desk. The following evening, we sat inside a tiny green room at a tiny venue in some town I can't remember the name of. Ah, nice. There I stared at the dead dog in the corner with mild agitation. Look at the painting at the room, though. Painting or picture, whatever. The thing vanished every time someone other than the four of us entered the room, so at least we hadn't had to explain it to anyone else yet. The adrenaline from the night before had worn off and I had slept a little too well, so I was fighting the weird drowsiness that follows death, and didn't have it in me to stay mad.
So what do we call it?
What do we call the dog?
Huh?
Yeah, the name.
The dog. What's its name?
Oh.
Oh?
Well, the tag on the collar is so worn that I can't read it, but I was thinking of calling him Thief.
You want to call the dog Thief?
Thief? Why Thief?
Well, it's obviously because of that blue cap accident of yours, Corey. He pointed at my head.
Well, technically you came up with that.
Yeah. I glanced upward and pulled the hat farther down on my head.
Yeah, okay. That's fitting.
That's fitting, alright. Just then I was struck with a flash of brilliance.
Hey, Savannah.
Uh-huh.
You know how we were thinking of changing the band name?
Bottleneck.
We found out that Bottleneck is also the name of that weird country rap group.
Uh-huh, so what will your band name be?
Yeah, why?
I think I have a new one.
Okay. She raised an eyebrow.
Go on.
Gone.
Don't I get any input on this?
Nah, your voice doesn't matter.
No. What is it, Corey?
Oh, Brian. I grinned and told her. She considered it for a moment, then nodded.
Okay. Let's try it out.
I was smiling ear to ear as I jogged out on stage, waving to the crowd before launching into the first song in our set. Oh, after finishing it, I put up a foot on my monitor and looked out over the crowd of people occupying the small venue.
Now, I know you guys might have seen a band called Bottleneck on the bill tonight. But let's be honest.
Yeah.
Most of you haven't heard of us anyway, because you're all here to see the headliners. Am I right?
Yeah, indeed. A slightly hesitant, confused cheer came from the crowd. I saw some shrugs in the first few rows.
Okay. That being the case,
At least they're being
we're
honest.
just going to go ahead and change the name.
Ah. I took a step back, adjusting my hat. What is it then? Nice.
Our Stop Thief, and we're here to start this party.
Stop Thief. Nice. So that's how we got our new name, I guess. Thief has been tagging along with us for a few weeks now. Since Caleb won't let go of that damn collar, I guess it's not so bad. He's not too hard to take care of, seeing as he doesn't eat or anything, as long as you keep him entertained. He usually won't destroy anything. He did get a hold of Brian's favorite boxer one day, though, and well, let's just say Brian doesn't have a favorite pair of boxers anymore. Brian? Ever since the incident with the abandoned house, though, we seem to have developed a habit of getting involved in some pretty strange stuff. Ah, interesting. Like there was the thing living in the basement of that venue in Chicago. I don't really know how to describe it. It had like tentacles or spider legs. Might have been closer to spider legs. Oh. Anyway, there was also this band we opened for in Boise that like, I mean, I'm not saying they were vampires, but they were definitely vampires. They refused to come out of their bus until after dark, and I saw one knock back a bottle of this weird red stuff before going on stage. It couldn't have been ketchup, but honestly that would have been even weirder. And their singer, I mean, aside from the fact that he had fangs, he was just, I don't know, a weird dude. There was also the truly bizarre shit with the Fae phone in the green room in Phoenix. I'm still progressing that one. Did you know they still had Fae phones? Neither did the venue owner. Caleb almost got talked into joining a cult in Alabama, but we managed to bail him out before he got turned into a ritual sacrifice for some strange deity. and I'm like 90% sure that the promoter in New Orleans was a werewolf. Or maybe I'm just paranoid about hairy guys now. Or maybe I'm just mad because we didn't get paid what I thought we were. And frankly, those aren't even the wildest stories. We are in between tours now and everyone's home, which is why I have some free time to write all this down. We are going back out soon before none of us want to have to get a real job. And honestly, I'm getting a really bad feeling that our misadventures are far from over. Oh, it is far from over. Indeed. The end? No. Because this is Play Dead Episode 1. Hazu. Nice, very nice. So, see you later then. Oh, there's still more. Just Portillo, Ellen Chan. Oh, Ellen Chan also played this? Alright then. Didn't Ellen Chan also play that game? I forget the title, but I remember the game, so I could put the card above. I think Ellen Chan also voiced acting in that one. Jesse Oliver, Rebecca Chiaro Marano. And Ellen Chan again. Yep. Nice. Rampy. So I guess that's all for Play Dead Episode 1. See you later then in Play Dead Episode 2. I hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.